And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cousins on first down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins now on second down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. To throw, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Cousins again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Here we go, Al.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, 382, let's 50.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
We're going, let's go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And complete, right side to tight end Rudolph. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Hey, Steamer. Zebra. Move.
Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, we're good, we're good.
There they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
Let's go. We're going, let's go.
A handoff to Abdullah. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back near the goal line, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, the number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's Lawletta now on second. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Lawletta from the 50. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The shotgun snap to Lawletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw, Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. It's Lauletta off play action. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit!
Here's a give to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
First down. Here's Cousins. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yellow! Quaker Omaha!
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play fake. Cousins steps away to his left. It's complete to Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Cousins now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Cousins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Rudolph has it left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go ahead.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run. Abdullah. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Hey, Clifford.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Trying to improvise. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
This
time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll run for it with Bartlett. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
On 1st down, Lauletta. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Lauletta. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. And they'll throw again with Lauletta to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone. Move, move. Yellow, 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 yellow.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open spot.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Right here, guys. Fight. Fight 51. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Flipper. Hey, receiver. We're going. Let's go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
We're going. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Amir Abdullah with time running out. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Hot.
Loletta. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Minnesota, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the